I welcome you anywhere you the watch from, the see from, the view from. I welcome you in the name of Shuku Okike, the God who created the beginning and the end himself. I welcome you, my wonderful people, things that happen. Now, I target Biafra Liberation broadcasts because we go into some things where they happen in Nigeria or in Nigeria, things that happen, you will see some level of insecurity and some level of some educated fools. And you will also see some levels of, I don't know whether now professor in foolishness and so on and so forth. We will see them this evening. And anyhow, we must continue to do the needful. We must continue to do the needful. And the needful, we must continue to know different from where you did now. Stand strong. If you are standing on the side of those fighting against the coming of Biafra, stand strong, no problem. Hmm? So if you are standing against coming of Biafra, stand strong. If you are standing for Biafra, stand stronger. That is the only thing I will tell whoever that is listening to me this evening. Wherever you are listening from, I greet all of you and I welcome you to this wonderful broadcast this evening. So anywhere you are watching me from, please do me a favor. Just try and like from YouTube. Try and like the video from YouTube. And then share if you're watching me from Facebook. Do me a favor and share. Share. My throat still they disturb me. I don't do everything where I supposed to make the truth to stop. I no agree, but he go agree. If he don't agree, we go agree for him. Now we be this. That one we no agree, we go agree for him. No worry. We go agree for him. When time reach, we go do and make it agree by force. We go help and make it agree. So we know they look face. We know they look face. We must continue to do the needful. And the needful is that Biafra is for sure. So this wonderful evening, just man, I don't know the news we will go watch they very like this, like that, like that, like that, like that. So we go enter so many corners, so many angles, so many corners. So anyway, the watch me from, I welcome you and actually tomorrow our leader will be in court. Tomorrow our leader will be in court. So tomorrow we'll see what is going to happen, how it is going to happen, what the defense council, the council, our council, our leaders council, that is the team of the legal team. Tomorrow we will see what they decide, and their decision will base on what the judge will do tomorrow. Yeah, from what the judge will do, how tomorrow go look. Then from tomorrow we go see waiting they go do and the waiting they want do. So anyway, you that watch me from this wonderful evening, once again, I welcome you. Let's go. Listen to our leader.
People who out of cowardice and self-hate think that Nigeria somehow can be won. But all of you know that Nigeria is an Islamic country. I'm sure you're aware of that. All of you also understand the intentions of the Fulani. Oh, if you want the presidency, you have to work for it. Tinubu, you must work for it. How is Tinubu working for it? You must condemn anybody who comes out to speak against our people in your forest. That's what they are doing. People who out of cowardice and self-hate think that Nigeria somehow can be won. But all of you know that Nigeria is an Islamic country. I'm sure you're aware of that. All of you also understand the intentions of the Fulani. Oh, if you want the presidency, you have to work for it. Tinubu, you must work for it. How is Tinubu working for it? You must condemn anybody who comes out to speak against our people in your forest. That's what they are doing. People who out of cowardice and self-hate think that Nigeria somehow can be won.
People out of cowardice, self-hate, think that Nigeria could be won or can be won. If follow for waiting we want talk this evening, you go see the level where human beings see the talk they do. Now, without wasting too much time, we go into the program. But first, before we go into the program, we go see some updates.
But all of you know that Nigeria is an Islamic country. I'm sure you're aware of that. All of you also understand the intentions of the Fulani. Oh, if you want the presidency, you have to work for it. Tinubu, you must work for it. How is Tinubu working for it? You must condemn anybody who comes out to speak against our people in your forest. That's what they are doing. People who out of cowardice and self-hate think that Nigeria somehow can be won. But all of you know that Nigeria is an Islamic country. I'm sure you're aware of that. All of you also understand the intentions of the Fulani. Oh, if you want the presidency, you have to work for it. Tinubu, you must work for it. How is Tinubu working for it? You must condemn anybody who comes out to speak against our people in your forest. That's what they are doing. People who out of cowardice and...
Now, maybe we'll start with this one now. Irish. Okay, let me recognize those I can see on the comment section. Nolene, you're always there. You're such a wonderful... Nolene should be a lady, I believe. You're such a wonderful sister. But if you be brother, no verse for me. Adaruzel, they were Prince Eke, they were Sonny, I greet you. Shalom ya Sheniye. Shalom ya Sheniye. I greet you. Shalom. Lord Lego Ibo Wiwu. Lord Lego Ibo Ndewo. Ndewo. And Irene, I greet you. Promise she goes here. I greet you. Shinanye Obiefune. We must continue. If you're watching me from Facebook, do me that favor, share the program. So now I want you to see exclusive how Nigeria Army Commander in Enugu, Adata, visited killer soldier in detention, gave him 8,000 naira for feeding, plotted to cover up murder by forging mental illness result. This is waiting they go on for Nigeria. Now, like this, it happen always, all time, like this. Every time this same news, every time this same thing. Now, like this, it happen always, all the time. Soldier, we key person, no. Soldier, work by person, well mod person. Now you they help make you first for go visit them for where they detain and carry money. That is one thing our people know they really listen to. Once on a funeral man, anything he do, Lord no go catch him. He go free. If Boko Haram go free, who no go free? Now make on they understand where on they those fighting to keep Nigeria. Those fighting to keep this Nigeria. Now make on they understand what you know buy. The market will not buy. Now, if you remember very well, sometime I think last week I showed This boy is a terrorist. This boy you're looking at is a terrorist. That boy will get dada. Now him be the boy where they flash money after they don't go pay for those students where they kidnapped last time. Now him they flash money for TikTok. The terrorist will get TikTok account for Nigeria. Yet nobody they catch him. You see, that man you see now Oyibo where they do construction work for north, they construct road. So they catch him, tell him, say, you must play along. If they do like, say, they play, but no be better play. If you watch, you go see, say, the Oyibo, they fear. As in the flow, them do the play, in the fear. The watch, you go see as they hold themselves. In the fear, as in they do the thing, in the fear. So, now you see the level of Nigeria where some people they inside the fight to keep. You see country. This is country. Country. Now country, no be country. So another one, look at this one. You see this one? Exclusive. Another Nigerian soldier, Sani Yahaya, goes wide in Enugu, stab Collegio in the head with dagger. They do it, and even when you go look, go search, who be this in Collegio now, where he stab, na Biafra person it could be. Either Biafra or Duduwa, Yoruba person. You know, pass him. Now, I want me to really go into some things where we know see, where some people know they see. First, make we start here.
The remains of 18 farmers, including 82-year-old twin brothers, killed by suspected herdsmen on the 7th of March in Guia East Council of Benue State, have been removed.
The remains of 18 soldiers, including 2 twin brothers. Listen.
The remains of 18 farmers, including 82-year-old twin brothers, killed.
2 twin brothers finished the same time.
Killed by suspected herdsmen on the 7th of March.
You know, one thing me I know they like is when they put them as suspected. You know they are funny, you go say they are suspected. When you see them, they carry cow come. No. Why you no go call them terrorists? Call them funani. At least say they be funani. Wait do them. You go say suspected headers. You know see them with cows. So you know see them with malu. But they call them headers. So not only gun you see them with. Machine guns you see them with. When they enter community, go wipe out people. You say they be headers. They not be headers. They know they carry any cow. They know they carry any malu. Now gun that they carry. Somebody where they carry gun, they go buy people anyhow. They burn community anyhow. You say na head I be.
In Guia East Council of Benue State have been removed for mass burial under tight security.
Are you seeing it? They are being removed. They are going for mass burial. Now the security is tight. But when this funeral go enter, make they buy people, security no go there. Are you getting the message? No, just listen. Now you see, under tight security, they are going to give them mass burial. Under tight security, they are going to get buried, mass buried, under tight security. Keep listening.
Herdsmen on the 7th of March in Guia East Council of Benue State.
Now listen very well. Pay attention.
Had been removed for mass burial under tight security. The final journey to Wandu Mbaikio community was rough as the truck conveying the remains got stuck, but with efforts from...
When these Funani go into communities, go buy people, go mock people, police no go come, army no go come, defense no go come. But when they don't buy finish, when they want bury them, you go see army full everywhere, and they are giving dead bodies security. Instead of giving the living bodies security, they will not give them security until their mud. When their mud finish, they go give their mud body security. Make sure say they bury them very well. Make them make sure say caterpillar dig better ground. Make they put them, make they cover them. Make they sure say sand don't cover them. That is why they need very high security to bury them in mass grave.
Local youths, the truck safely arrived with mourners weeping. One of the widows, whose husband, late Warrant Officer Julius Agbata, was killed, narrates their final moment.
Did you hear? Warrant officer. Warrant officer na military, no be Biafra man, no be Biafra army. Na warrant officer for Nigerian army. Still, if Funani no get respect, they go by him. And then Musa, they there. You never go there, go wipe the community. No, just be listening. Keep listening.
My husband told me that I should run so that I enter inside house as I come outside. He said, make I run. So as I dey run, he tell me, say, make I go. As I dey go, we run inside bush. Go, how many miles? I reach about 3 miles with the leg.
The President General of Massive Development Association and the member of the Benue State Assembly laments the failure of government to protect the citizens.
Did you hear that? They are lamenting over the failure of government to protect the citizens. But the same government that could not protect, cannot protect, will not protect, are not going to protect the citizens, are protecting the dead bodies to make sure they get mass burial. Without interruption, message passed. Very good message passed.
This madness, despite these horrific killings, I will still advise my people, the massive nation, to remain law-abiding. They should never take the law in their own hands.
Headers are invaded our land. Our problem is that anytime they attack, the government will come later to give the befitting burial. We should not be proud.
Did you hear him? The man don't tell you the truth. That the only problem he have with them is after attacking, government will come and they give them befitting burial. The people you don't give life, the people you don't care about their life, you don't protect their life, you don't want to defend their life, but you are there to give them befitting burial. No be die the red shirt. This one die the red shirt even better. That's die red shirt be say even better. It better.
To bury our people. We should be proud to do what? Protect our people. We should be proud to bury our people. We should not be proud to give the befitting burial. Our problem is that anytime they attack, the government will come later to give the befitting burial. We should not be proud to bury our people. We should be proud to do what? Protect the people. The primary responsibility of government is protection of lives and property.
The funeral mass was conducted in the local Tiv dialect. Worried about the frequent attacks, the governor, represented by the deputy, calls for formation of vigilante groups to confront the attackers.
Vigilante group, or whether you call it joint civilian joint task force, profile them properly and hand them over to government to run them. That is the solution to this.
When the vigil, are you listening to the deputy governor sent to represent the governor? If these Fulani men came with their guns to kill you, don't fight. Vigilante, don't fight them all. Manage and they catch them. How can you, without any arm, without any gun, catch somebody with AK-47? Are you getting the message for those that said they love one Nigeria? Are you getting the message? The message is this. When this Fulani with AK-47 machine gun, any form of machine where they carry come, no fight, you only try go catch them and hand them over to police. Very clean and clear. That is what the man is telling you. Don't take laws into your hand. But the Fulanese are taking laws into their hand. Don't hurt the Fulani. Catch them if you can catch them. Hand them over to the police. Is the message not clear? Listen very well again. Listen.
Force, profile them properly, and hand them to joint civilian joint task force, profile them properly, and hand them over to government to run them. That is the solution to this.
Between 2017 and 2024, the area has experienced at least 3 attacks. The residents say they are worried that no security measures have been adopted to protect the vulnerable communities from Mbalom through Wandu, Mbaikiayo to Ipayongu, all in Gwa East local government area of Benue State.
It is very clear. Who no get ear to hear, he no go ever hear. Who no get ear, he no go hear. Even when you hear, you no go understand. Even if you hear, you will not understand. Now, I want us to look and take a look and a look and a look into video. Now, one thing I love about all this is that there we tell you that they know where these terrorists are. The terrorists now chase out, they occupy schools and use it for their barrack. And the schools these terrorists are using as barracks are government schools. Yet, Musa is looking for the terrorists. Terrorists with a living house address. Terrorists with a mobile telephone that you know his telephone number. Terrorists that goes to occasion. Terrorists that runs an office. And yet, somebody is looking how to get these terrorists. Somebody is fighting to get these terrorists. It's only in Nigeria that terrorists will come into a community and kidnap up to 500 people, and they will walk on foot for days. Yet, military with aeroplane could not locate them. Only in Nigeria. What a super Nigeria. What a super Nigeria. No wonder they have Super Cup. Abakiare. No wonder. What a country. What a country. Country. That a group of terrorists will invade a community with a motorcycle. Motorcycle, not aeroplane, not a silent motor, not even if it is, had it been they came or they do come on jeep, Highlander, Freelander, anyone it be, SUV, you will say they are good. When they enter inside forest, they don't disappear. But they come with a motorcycle. In some cases, they come with a motorcycle. But when they get plenty people like 500, 300, they want kidnap, they go carry them waka with leg. We have seen the people that escape or come back after paying ransom. We have listened to them. We've heard their testimonies that they have to walk days in the forest. Yet, walking days in the forest, Nigeria army could not find them. Nigeria police could not find them. Nobody will go looking after them. That was why during Jonathan was not permitted to go look after the Chibok girls. Jonathan was stopped from going to look for the Chibok girls. Now, for you to understand the kind of country some people are defending, for you to get the country living human beings are defending. They are defending in the name that they want to keep a country. They just want to keep a country. They don't care if it is a country that is going to kill, if it is a country that will save. That is not their problem, is to keep Nigeria. That is why we are doing this program this evening, so that so many of us will see some things that we have not seen, that we are not going to see unless you see it from Biafra. Unless you see it from the Biafra government platforms. That is where you get the truth. Because we know the look face. We will tell you as it be. We will give you as it be. So now, make we start. Listen.
All right, then, to our last story for the day. You know, a very famous quotation is this one that says, "Those who live by violence will die by violence." Notorious bandit kingpin known as Sani Dangote, no relative of the famed businessman, had been killed in a gun duel with fellow bandit leader Kachala Dankarami, Dankarami group, okay, along the Dumbum. Oh, really? I'm having some blessings here. You know, Dumburan forest between Batseri and Jibia local government area of Katsina State. Now, the brute was eliminated along with his two siblings, known as Lema Nabalewa and Osman Yellow, during a fight that broke out between the two camps. Now, workers of iniquity will meet their Waterloo. But before we begin the discussion, let's share the moment Babajide went to Katsina State to find first-hand information about banditry. That's
Babajide went to find information about the terrorists. You go listen and listen and hear and hear, then you go understand, then you go ask yourself, waiting really they go on, waiting really they happen, waiting really be all these things when they go on. Why are they going on? I want you to calm down and listen to this program. I beg, if you can share this program for me, it will be good. I'm trying to share because people are not coming in. No, everything they work for good for us. So, like I was saying, we go listen to the program. Cool down. Listen.
as far back as 2019. Let's go there.
I'm right now at the headquarters of Basari local government. Basari local government has come under constant attack, severe attacks from bandits. Communities like Yau Yau, Kwanda, so Wagine, Ruma have come under attack in recent times. But the people hope that the little peace they enjoy at this time will continue. This is another vehicle set ablaze by the bandits during the attack of August 27, 2019. As you can see, this vehicle was brought to this site by the civil defense. But in the course of the gunfire, exchange of gunfire, the armed forces withdrew, and this enabled the bandits to set ablaze the vehicle, and eventually they proceeded to the town where they abducted 29 persons. This is one of the multi-terrain vehicles of the Nigerian Army that was set ablaze by the bandits that attacked Shimfida village on August 27, 2019.
Are you getting the news in details? I believe you are getting the news. You are following the records. Jide is setting the record straight for you. Yet after all this, he will tell you anybody looking for separation will not work. Listen to him. Listen.
He just told me that the exchange of gunfire between the armed forces and the bandits lasted up to 2.5 hours. Shimfida is the last village before one gets to the camp of bandits in the Jibia local government area of Katsina State.
This is where you pass. This road now is not hidden, is not invisible, but this road leads to the quarters, camp, barrack of terrorists. Nigeria army know they go there. Nigeria army know they cross there. Nigeria army don't even think of going anywhere close to this place. And as he is talking, as you will listen, you will hear him, you will see him showing you terrorists passing here. Just watch, listen.
And the bandits are led by a young man called Dangote. This is the road that leads straight to the camp of Dangote. As we can see, the camp is still active, and these are his fighters going back after buying some stuff in the town. They are going.
Did you hear him? The fighters of the army or the terrorist working under a major terrorist. They work normally, they operate freely. But me, I am not a terrorist. My people, we are not terrorists, but we don't have freedom of movement in our land. Everywhere is blocked. Everywhere is hold up. Everywhere, like in Biafra land, and not Biafra water. In Biafra land, you will see Navy checkpoint, Air Force checkpoint, custom checkpoint, police checkpoint, civil defense checkpoint, military army checkpoint, military police checkpoint, ordinary army checkpoint. Only in Biafra land, only in Biafra land, you will see what we are showing you this evening. All this happened in Biafra land. You will see all forms of checkpoints, but look at them. You see terrorists freely patrolling, going to their daily business. Nobody in the day, they have business, they have families, they go to their house, they sleep. In the morning, they go to their offices, that is their barrack. Nothing there happen. Nobody confronts them, nobody stops them. There is no roadblock to stop them to control. Hey, where is your gun? No. It doesn't exist. I wish our people will open their eyes to understand what they are doing to themselves, to their land, to their children, to their generation. Terrorists are freely operating in their land, in the north, freely operating, no hindrance, no disturbance. But in our land, where we are not terrorists, where we don't even have arms in our houses. Some of us has not touched any form of weapon, not to touch any form of weapon. We have not touched in our lives before. Some of us, they see AK-47 for TV. Some of us, now for TV, we don't see AK-47. Some of us don't see them for army hand, for police hand, but we never touch them. But look at the people that carry these, nothing that happen. But you are not free to walk in your father's house, to talk in you go even there inside your papa house. They come there, call carry you, and once they carry you, listen to him again. Listen.
It's the last village before one gets to the camp of bandits in the Jibia local government area of Katsina State. And the bandits are led by a young man called Dangote. This is the road that leads straight to the camp of Dangote. As we can see, the camp is still active, and these are his fighters going back after buying some stuff in the town. They are going back to the camp. To my front is the Rugu Forest, the hilly part of Rugu Forest. As you can see, this whole area is firmly under the control of Dangote, the young man who is the king of bandits in the Jibia area of Katsina State.
All right, 2019. Charles, you know that we cannot call the bluff of these bandits is not just depressing, but sends negative news down the line.
I have a friend in Potinscom who is actually, what do you call, not outside, the Borno people, what do you call that race? Kanuri, yes, a Kanuri. We interface, we interact every time. So he says, and I tend to believe him, that he believes that if the communities and leaders and all of them in Northwest are able to do what they did in the Northeast by, a holistic effort and approach. You have the villagers, you have the traditional rulers, you have all of them. They all came to say enough was enough. But it does appear to him that in the Northwest there are people who are feeding fat from the insurgency right now, the banditry over there. That's why it has refused to go, and I tend to believe him at all. Look at what's happening now. Okay, they say, okay, look at the massacre. Somebody rustled cattle of another group. Oh, why did you have to come over to my camp and then for 2 hours, gone to it for 2 hours, and then nothing, they just did that for whole 2 hours until not only those 2 people were killed, not only the siblings. Reports say there are other people who also were killed and all that. For whole 2 hours, they were fighting, gunshot and everything, and nobody could do anything about it. And then you also see right now, children to go to school, it's a whole lot of problem over there because the banditry and all this criminality have left the Northeast where it started from. It now found ground, safe haven in the Northwest. But I think as we speak, I think the leaders of thought, leaders, whatever nomenclature you may want to hang on their neck, they have a reason, they have a cause to all come together to say enough is enough, so that we begin to see a semblance of peace over there, so that people can begin to travel and then enjoy. I mean, North is a very beautiful place. It's a very beautiful place that we can even do business and become very comfortable. But nobody can move to the farm. The other time, I think it was also 2019, we discussed it right here, when people were harvesting potatoes, and then bandits came there, and all, before you knew it, dozens were hacked down for no cause of any. But I think if we ever want to get out of it, leaders in the Northwest, they have a lot to do so that they can work hand in hand with the security agency within Nigeria.
Provokes the question, Jide, of how did we get to this dangerous pass?
No, because we did not take sufficient action to put an end to this. In 2019, I went to Shimfida. Shimfida is a village in Jibia local government. And Shimfida was the base of this bandit leader, Sani Dangote. He's been resident there for long. He's been killing soldiers there.
People know him.
They know him.
Of course, they know him. If you cannot, he kills people, even residents of the village. He kills soldiers. On July 2020, for example, he killed troops of the Special Army Super Camp, 16 of them, and 28 others were injured.
Are you getting it? Are you getting the message? How many were killed? How many were injured? Military personnel.
This is Shimfida, as I visited it and I interviewed bandits in this city. You will see later on.
He interviewed bandits in the city, not in the forest, not in the desert, in the city, in their homes. He visited them in their homes and interviewed them. But Nigerian military are all deployed in the Biafra area to do what? To stop you from existing. They burn our market. They arrest any young man they see. If you get marker for body where you wound before, God don't save you. Now shoot aside. Now, this is terrorists in their communities, in their houses, being interviewed. Listen.
You see me talking, I spoke with residents of the town, victims of banditry. I also spoke to bandits. That road, there is a road that leads all the way to Sani Dangote's camp.
Enclave.
His camp was a school. He took over a government school, converted it to his own camp. I've talked.
Are you listening? These are the terrorists they are looking for. Terrorists took over government school and convert it into his own military camp or terrorist camp. Terrorists took over Nigeria government school, Nigeria, Federal Government of Nigeria government school, taken over by terrorists, and they convert into barrack, and they operate day and night, not spiritually, physically. You can see them as he showed you that they are patrolling. They can go into the town, do what they want. After their daily business, they go back to their barrack. Terrorist barrack. Only in Nigeria you see terrorists with the barracks, terrorists seizing government properties, terrorists using government properties. Nobody goes after them. terrorists being interviewed from their houses in Nigeria. In Nigeria.
Talked about Sani Dangote here a number of times that how can a bandit be this bold?
Powerful, and then
You killed 16 soldiers, injured 28. That was not enough. There were other times.
He killed 16 soldiers. This one is not Dogo Gideo. The one Dogo Gide killed, they know they count out. This one now, 16 soldiers, injured 28 in one operation alone. One operation, he killed 16 soldiers, injured 28 soldiers. Nobody has gone to that community to arrest, to do cordon searching, ransacking, sakraking. Nobody have gone to the community to arrest people, to shoot people, to fight people. No. No. Nobody has gone to the community to chase the people of the community into bush, to live inside bush. Nobody. When I tell you that because you are a Biafran, you have already attracted enmity, only because you are a Biafran. Enmity don't fool everywhere. But you may not understand me.
Even on the 16th of January, there was another attack, this one in Basari, where they showed me talking a while ago. So I was standing on that road, just about 400 meters to his camp. And I was pointing at his fighters as they were going. They came into town to buy, things. And they were heading to the camp. And I said, these are fighters of Sani Dangote, the bandit who rules this area. They've gone to buy things in the market and they are going back to their base. The base was a school. A Nigerian school that he took over, converted to his own base. Everyone knows that. But for so long, this guy was just killing people. On the 31st of August, he also ambushed soldiers and killed 2 of them in 2022. Killed 2 soldiers and injured 4. You know? And then, the first attack was on July 2020. You know, after my visit to the area. On that day, he killed a major, a captain, and a lieutenant.
Just imagine that.
He got away with it. Now, the fate that has befallen him is similar to the fate that befell Buarindaji.
Now, when you hear that this man they call Dangote is dead, why actually I am doing this video is for 2 reasons. 2. 1, for you to understand that Nigeria, whether military or police or anything, Nigeria is not ready to eliminate or neutralize any terrorists, whether group, whether person, whether persons, they are not ready to bring them down. Now, when you watch all the terrorists that are dying, how are they dying? Is when they have problem with another group of terrorists. When they have, like Abu Shakal, the former leader of Boko Haram, he had problem with, I think, ISIS or ISWAP. I've forgotten the one he had problem with. They had problem, so they fought. Actually, some of his men left him to join either ISIS or ISWAP. All of them are the same thing. Because in a group they be. Some of his men leave and go join the other one so that they get problem. So when they go fight, now so they kill him. When you hear that this man has been neutralized, Shakao has a former leader of Boko Haram was killed. The Nigerian Army go contact, he say he was killed, he was shot in a gun battle. Now lie. Nigeria military can never kill any Nigerian terrorist. They can never. The only thing they will do them is to tell them, oh yeah, come, make we use on do propaganda. They go carry them, show you, snap pictures, tell you they have gone into rehabilitation. They go pay them money for what they do. Tomorrow morning, they tell you 6 months or 6 weeks or 2 weeks, they have graduated from rehabilitation school. They are now free and fair Nigeria. You can now go and become the president of this country. You can become minister of this country, Nigeria. So listen.
Was the bandit leader in Zamfara state. The government tried to get close to him, tried to use him so that they can have relative peace.
Did you hear that?
He overreached himself.
Share this video for me, I beg you. Share this video for me.
By robbing Dogo Gide's in-laws.
Imagine that.
After he robbed Dogo Gide's in-laws, Dogo Gide went to him and said,
why are you doing this?
Why you go steal my people's cattle? He said, well, he has sold it and there's nothing they can do. Dogo Gide came back, killed him, left his corpse in the forest.
Are you listening? Dogo Gide naim kill this man, and when Nigeria Army claim say they kill. Are you listening to that? Dogo Gide the terrorist, because if the verse say, me I be terrorist, you be terrorist, why you go terrorize for my community? Naim cause war. No, na make you dey listen Nigeria. But Nigeria Army go tell you say na them kill am in battle or gunfire exchange.
That's Sadao Forest, one of the most dangerous forests in Nigeria, in Maru local government of Zamfara. He left his corpse there to rot. It was the military that came to take Warindaji's corpse away. This person too, this was what happened. He felt that Kachala Dankremi had overstepped his bound. This is a bandit. I interviewed this bandit.
Terrorist, not bandit. Point of correction. This is terrorist being interviewed in his own house, in his community, in his locality, in his ancestral home. He is being interviewed. Yet, Nigeria Army is looking for terrorists.
This is a bandit that I interviewed in 2019.
This is another one.
Another one?
This one, yes, that's another one. They're all bandits. I interviewed them. Because there was an attack on that community.
For them, it's a full-time business.
But
they don't care.
But if you look at them,
they don't care.
They don't look well fed. It seems as if they're just full soldiers that are.
Are they Nigerians?
Well, no, that's not. That's the
no.
They don't look well fed.
Look, the bandit leaders, these are foot soldiers.
That's what I'm saying.
They
Yeah,
are leaders. The kind of business that they do. You ask yourself, when you see Dogo Gide, for example, you see Dogo Gide speak, he doesn't look like a rich man. But Dogo Gide carries out kidnapping projects that run into billions
of naira.
Dogo Gide was the one who kidnapped those students of federal government college, Sabon Yauri.
In Sokoto?
In
Kebbi State. Kebbi State, sorry, yeah.
That time. So the point I'm making is he confronted this guy. Why would you steal a livestock
you will also my cat,
from my brother? Unfortunately for him, he went to the camp of Kachala Dankremi. And Kachala Dankremi is one of the best armed bandits in the whole of the area. He has weapons that his mates can only dream of. So he didn't know that they had prepared for him. As he was getting to the camp, they came out and attacked him. The report that I got was that he was actually slaughtered like a ram.
Okay.
Some reports say he was shot. But my source in the area said they got hold of him and then slaughtered him like a ram, so that others will learn. So this fight now, because he is from Katsina, whereas Dan Kremi is from Zamfara.
The Sani Dangote.
Sani Dangote is from Katsina.
And so Dan Kremi is from
Zamfara. So it's even now becoming
interstate.
Yes, a fight between bandits from Zamfara and the ones from Katsina. And you know, the two states are very close. So there's a lot of intermarriage between people of Zamfara and Katsina. When I went to Dansabao in 2018, it's just a stream that separates two communities. You have Dansabao very close to Kankara in Katsina, and a stream actually separates Kankara, separates Dansabao and Zamfara State. Just a stream. They are very close. So the bandits also, the forest linking those two states, the bandits are constantly. So what I think the military can exploit the crisis between them.
I didn't even hear people were happy that they shouldn't fight them more.
You know, it happened even in Borno State too.
They were happy they fight them more.
Remnants of Shekau's faction began to fight the Banawi faction because they felt that it was that faction that came to kill, to attack Shekau, and Shekau, seeing that he had been cornered, he used the suicide vest. That was also so they've not forgiven them. They've been killing each other. This Banawi faction and then Shekau's faction, they've been killing each other now for at least 2 years. Now, given what we are hearing, given what is going on, the military should be able to exploit this, and deal decisively with these guys once and for all.
Because we can call the bluff. We can
we know their camps. If I told you where Dangote had his camp, I knew his camp.
That's Sani Dangote. Let's say,
you know, I knew where his camp was. So if I knew as a civilian, somebody would tell me that there's a video that I'll probably most likely play on Sunday. You see where the secretary to the government of Zamfara, Katsina, was going into that camp to plead with him to let the people be. He was on a bike. Doctor.
Did you hear what I heard? You hear them? Listen again.
Yes,
you know, I knew where his camp was. So if I knew as a civilian, somebody would tell me.
If him know where this camp is, if you know where this secondary school, Nigeria federal government secondary school, that the terrorists have turned into their barrack, at least if every other place is secret, is the secondary school not known? This secondary school that government built, this secondary school where children used to go to school, the terrorists sacked everybody after they have kidnapped the people in the school. The remaining ones ran away, and they now use the school to do their barrack. Yet Nigerian army have not gone there to throw a bomb, but they are throwing bomb in Biafra land. The road, as you see the road, if you were watching me, you see the road when he was on the road showing you that is where the barrack of the terrorists. These people you see passing here to and fro are member of the terrorist organization, going into town to buy something, going back to the camp. No army has gone there to attack them. But only in Biafra land you will see all manner of attack, all form of forces. You see special force, you see python force, you see crocodile force, you see alligator force, then you see dancing smile force, you see Operation Kill and Force, Operation If Death is no form of force they have not formed for Biafrans. Why? Because you are a Biafran. You cannot be free. That is what it means. You cannot be free to live your life, but people are free to kidnap. People are free to carry AK-47 arm. People are free to bring down aeroplanes belonging to military. People are free to shoot any military man, police they see anyhow. Because they are justified to kill police and kill army. And you are not justified to live your life. Because police and army have got you, your generation, your land. You are not free to move. You are not free to do everything. Every place. So in some cases, you have to come down from your motor and walk for some kilometers before you'll be able to enter your motor. It's only in Nigeria that you army or police will tell you to come down and they will drive your motor, whether you like it or not, and bring it to you at the other checkpoint where they want you to go. You have to walk in Nigeria. You get to their checkpoint, they will say you have to cross with your hands up. Waiting will happen, my car, and don't worry about your car. Officer will bring it. An army will drive your car, your own car. Army will drive it and bring it across for you while you walk across with your hands up. Do you know in civilized world, your motor, no military man, no policeman have right to search your motor unless you are a suspect. If they stop you on the motor, you have any problem, they will call tow van. Police have their own tow van. They will call their tow van. You don't need, now you go lock your motor, hold the key. They don't need to touch your key. All they need is to tow your motor to their office. Unless you're a criminal, that's when they will search your motor to see if they will see any contraband. But here in Nigeria, police go even kick you, throw you out of your motor. Even Okada self, they beat you, break your head, carry your Okada. Police go drive your Okada. But they are looking for terrorists. Terrorists that you can go to their houses and interview them. Terrorists that have barracks. And then somebody will sit down somewhere and tell me that nobody will break Nigeria. Nobody will destroy Nigeria. Nigeria is a good country. Nigeria is the best country in the world. I have never seen people so gullibly, stupidly, idiotly, uselessly people like the people that are today defending Nigeria.
That there's a video that I'll probably most likely play on Sunday. You see where the secretary to the government of Zamfara, Katsina, was going into that camp to plead with him to let.
Secretary of Government of Zamfara State goes into the terrorist camp. Yet they don't know where they are staying. No. And what is he going there to do? To plead with them, not empty-handed, with money, probably, to lie low for some time. Let this tempo go down now before una go do another one. They think done too much. Make una cool down small. This is what they are doing. But in our land, because you carry flag, you carry Biafra flag, I want Biafra, they shoot you, They throw you inside water. Anybody by this time that don't know, we never know.
Where the people be? He was on a bike, Dr. Mustafa. So it's not, everybody knows where his camp is. Why have we not leveled the camp until one of them killed him? So this...
They cannot level the camp, but they can go to Delta and they level the community in Delta. They can go, Musa can go to Delta State, old Delta State, that's for Okwama. Musa can go to Okwama and they level the community. Set the community on fire. But the camp, barracks, where it is clear that only terrorists are occupying those places, you have never gone there to level it. You have never gone there to throw bomb. You have never gone there to surround them. You have never gone there to fight them. You have never gone there to engage them. Let it be that you engage them and they escape. No, you have never. You have never gone there. Just one bomb you will throw there, they are all gone. But it will never be done because they are special people. Me and you are cursed people. We are, you see, when you see these Fulanis tell you that you are an infidel, I want you to understand that they are not calling you infidel out of foolishness. They are calling you infidel from the depth of the heart of Nigeria. From the bottomless bottom heart of Nigeria, they are bringing the word infidel and they are applying it on you. Now, because you are an infidel, Nigeria army will come and they shoot you and level your community and level your people and frustrate you to live inside the forest for months in the name that they are doing cordon and sash. While a place, it is clear for you, terrorists have their secretariat where they operate and collect taxes. Now they have barracks. Terrorists have barracks. That is clearly clear that this barrack is a place. Excuse me. That is clearly that this barrack, that's a secondary school, government secondary school, they converted into barrack. It is clearly clear to everybody that this is where these people are about. You have not gone there to fight them. You have not gone there to level them. You have not gone there to throw bomb. You have not gone there to do any operation. You have not. You only go there to visit them, to give them money, to pay them homage, to beg them not to operate for a certain time, to beg them to reduce the tempo of their oppression. That's what they do. That is the country some fools are fighting that it must exist. Tell me why Nigeria must continue. Why?
These things happen, they kill one another. Daudawa, after the kidnap of the GSS Kankara students, Daudawa, who said that he had given up banditry and swore with the Holy Quran, when he became hungry, he came out of hiding and came into the forest. He wanted to continue kidnapping. It was his rival. It was his rival that killed him. So amongst themselves, these rivalries happen. They kill one another.
It is bound to.
Well, that's because they say, even though, I'm sure we are aware that even because I learned that in Niger State, where they have demarcated the region. You don't step. You don't step beyond this point. This is yours. They'll carve the whole thing.
You know your boundary.
You know your boundary, so don't get in there. So that's exactly what happened now. You left your boundary to come Arozo cattle from another camp. So for them, it was ahead of you. Stay within your boundary, and whatever you gain there, you gain. Leave us alone. As you said, with all these things that are happening, this is just the time for infiltration. This is not the time right now because they are not settled. Because if the enemy is not settled, you can move in and then do the damage. As I said earlier, I'm also going to reiterate that Just Didi said that somebody had to go to plead. A government official going to plead. So the pleading, what does it mean?
There was a time he killed 8 children. That this Sanedango and set ablaze their buildings. In that same Shimfida where his camp is just a stone throw away.
So when you plead, what does it presupposes that?
No, I know a governor who used to call a bandit to beg him.
Did you hear him? Why I like this Jide, despite he is against Biafra, but I like him for one thing. He doesn't cover Nigeria criminality. He knows they cover them. Even though saying they defend Nigeria, in the fight to keep Nigeria, but in the always thing you say that this military are criminals, that this military are colluding, that now he is telling you he know a governor who calls terrorists. He have told you before. You see, why I love listening to his analysis is because he is telling you facts. Whenever you see him making analysis of bandit and that one, and they are all facts because he is telling you he is telling you with every alacrity or alacrity, like a zebra. No, but jokes apart, when you see him giving you information, he is giving you information with facts. That was why when he came out to tell you that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will not be released unless he signed document. I was telling people that this, what you heard this man said now, is the way it is. He said, no. He is telling you because he have intel. He get ear for wall. He gets something with the beat music. And I want you to know the owner of the television house he is working for. Then you will know that he have first-hand information. Now he is telling you he know a governor that calls terrorists. Even before his own very eyes, in his presence, he have called the terrorists several. Nigeria for you. Listen again. Make him talk up. Listen.
Just Didi said that somebody had to go to plead. A government official going to plead. So the pleading, what does it mean?
There was a time he killed 8 children. That this Sanedango and set ablaze their buildings. In that same Shimfida where his camp is just a stone throw away.
So when you plead, what does it presupposes that?
No, I know a governor who used to call a bandit and set ablaze their buildings. In that same Shimfida where he used to call a bandit to beg him, please, and set ablaze their buildings. In that same Shimfida where his camp is just a stone throw away.
So when you plead, what does it presupposes that?
No, I know a governor who used to call a bandit to beg him, please, don't cross into my state before God and man. Because he called the bandit in my presence. There are some things we can't say on there. And he said, look, I had no choice. They begged these guys. They offered them amnesty. It didn't work. In Zamfara, they offered amnesty. It didn't work. After a while, they go back. They go back. Yes. Katsina State offered amnesty 2 times. 2 times. These boys still return. They still return to kidnapping people. So where you?
Did you hear that? He knows before God and man, he swore. This, he know many of them because in the follow in Oga, the Waka. So he know many things. Governor begging terrorists. Now, have you asked yourself, why can't this governor send the military to go and level them? No, you know where they are. You will go there and they beg them, please, mellow the temple. Bishop of the Most High, I greet you. They were one mother, Yamanaganama, Stella, they were every one of you here watching with love and respect. This is the country people are fighting to keep. But just like you said, Stella, you say, and yet he's so. Yes, that is the problem we have. He is even a Yoruba nation. Don't worry, we are coming to that. Listen.
You are confronted with that kind of situation. What do you do?
But again, we're supposed to have
and they are not
security agencies are supposed to do what they
but
do.
the governor does not control them.
No, what I'm saying, I mean, I didn't know within the...
Did you not see that
Nigeria?
video where the former governor of Katsina State went to...
Yes, I saw, yeah, exactly.
Warren Daji,
Yes,
the one that the murdered, was standing beside him with his
gun.
AK-47.
Yes, I saw that.
Was a very scary sight. A governor literally putting his life on the line.
He trended then.
The guy had his gun. And you're going to take it from him.
No, the question you ask, when they see all these photo footages and all that, but these are telltale signs that they indeed exist. They know where they are. So what are we supposed to do as a country, as a nation?
Yes.
Because you have people who are saddled with responsibility of both internal and external security.
Well,
so what are we supposed
that
to do?
I've suggested a number of times. I said, these guys, let's have, if it's 3 months that we want to use to fight them, let's face them over 3 months.
Clear that.
All those contiguous states, we have those states surrounded. They can't escape. Because sometimes when you attack them in Kaduna,
they move over to...
they come into Zamfara.
To let the fire cool.
They can move from Niger through the Briningwari forest, come into Niger. Briningwari is in Kaduna.
Yeah, no, that town.
Through the Briningwari forest, they are already in
Zamfara.
In Zamfara.
Yeah, Zamfara and Katsina, all of them.
Yes, they can enter. Through Sabua, for example. Sabua local government shares border with Kaduna. They can enter Katsina. So a war against them must ensure that they have no
continual bombardment.
States attached so that they do not have
hiding places.
Because if you fight them in Zamfara,
they will run to them. When they go there, they meet them over there.
And there are big forests that look. I was looking at local government Katsina where banditry is common, rampant. Basari, the one where they showed me, Jibia, Faskari, Safana, Kankara, Sabua, Dusima, Krufi, Dandume, Damusa.
What is remaining? What's remaining?
No less than 12 local governments.
Out of how many?
Rampant banditry.
Out of how many?
In Katsina alone.
All right.
Now, very good. That is Nigeria for you. That is Nigeria for you. Don't bother yourself about the people that think fighting Nigeria or not fighting Nigeria, defending Nigeria or not defending Nigeria. Don't bother yourself about them, because one thing people don't understand, they don't know. One thing people don't know, they don't understand. That is it. Now, I go like make we listen to this and we go hear this and we dey go on. We know they stop until I finish the video I want to project this evening. Me, I know they stop. There's one more video I want us to see, or two I want us to see.
Group.
Okay, now, you know, anyway, make we just listen to the video. As we listen, we go talk about the video. Now, why you will understand that Nigeria has gotten to the point where people are fighting, yet they don't even know what they are fighting. People are fighting for Nigeria. Yet, if you ask them, why are you fighting for this Nigeria? They don't even know. Listen to our leader.
Out of cowardice and self-hate, think that Nigeria somehow can be won. But all of you know that Nigeria is an Islamic country. I'm sure you're aware of that. All of you also understand the intentions of the Fulani. Oh, if you want the presidency, you have to work for it. Tinubu, you must work for it. How is Tinubu working for it? You must condemn anybody who comes out to speak against our people in your forest. That's what they are doing.
That is it. Now, make you listen to this.
Group led by historian Professor BRGIE Akintoye and Sunday Adeyemo, also known as Sunday Igboho, over the weekend, condemned the group Ominira Yoruba.
Akintoye, Sunday Igboho condemned the group. Which group did they condemn? A group that is looking for Yoruba nation. And the Sunday Igboho Akintoye are looking for Yoruba nation. They now condemn the group. My God, may God have mercy. Listen.
Group led by historian Professor BRGIE Akintoye and Sunday Adeyemo, also known as Sunday Igboho, over the weekend, condemned the group Ominira Yoruba, led by Modupe Onitiri Abiola, whose members and supporters allegedly invaded the Oyo State Government House. On Saturday, April 13th, security officials arrested 16 gunmen suspected to be members of the group for invading the state government secretariat in Ogodi, Ibadan. The gunmen, who were dressed in military camouflage, reportedly engaged security officers in a gun duel. Sunday Igboho and Professor Akintoye, in a statement, said that they are not associated with the Omini Yoruba group because their agenda is totally different from the Real Yoruba Nation campaign. Well, here is a now viral video showing the self-proclaimed president of the Yoruba Nation, Modupe Onitiri Abiola.
This is a woman, have declared the Yoruba Nation, has gone to UN to get confirmation, has done so many things, has gotten so many things. Yet, if you don't want to support her, why can't you keep your mouth mute? Why? Why can't you shut your mouth than condemning her? Must you condemn her? If I hear tomorrow that China Sanwo-Olu carry gun, go there fight Nigerian government, me go condemn him. I don't go condemn him. But when he send innocent children to go and protest to get shot by the Nigerian army, it's when I will condemn him. Now, this woman with her group has been able to do something you could not do. You are condemning them. Listen.
Declaring their secession from Nigeria.
Wípé Congo, wípé Democratic Republic of the Yoruba is a new nation, newest nation in the world, number 55 in Africa. Our indigenous people, mo kí wa pé a kú oríire ọjọ́ òní nítorí Ọlọ́run ṣàánú fún wa. A ṣe declaration níjọ́ Sunday, November 20, 2022. A ṣe reclamation níjọ́ Sunday, December 18, 2022. Pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn Ọlọ́run, pẹ̀lú àánú Ọlọ́run, pẹ̀lú ìjẹ́kan Ọlọ́run. A ṣe proclamation ní èní Friday, April 12, 2024. Pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn Ọlọ́run, ó ti wá sí ìmúṣẹ o, ìjọba délé ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Èmi Modupe Onitiri Abiola, mo proclaim sovereignty Democratic Republic of the Yoruba ní èní ọjọ́ Jímọ̀, ọjọ́ kejìlá, oṣù kẹrin, 2024. Ọmọ Yorùbá, indigenous Yoruba descent ni mí, ọmọ Yorùbá ni mí, opó olóògbé MKO Abiola ni mí, ọmọ Onítìrí Èkó ni mí.
All right, this woman here, apparently I think she lives abroad because I'm sure she would have been picked up by now. But before I come to...
Did you hear what this woman said? Although she lives abroad, I'm sure she would have been picked up by now. Because she said she no one belong to Nigeria again. And you are proudly in sitting down. Ask this woman that is speaking, are you a Nigerian terrorist organization or what are you? Why would you say and make fun of it that she should be picked up because she said she don't want to be in Nigeria anymore? She has committed the offense. Well, let's listen
to you following Iran's unprecedented use of hundreds of drones and missiles to directly target Israel on Saturday night and Sunday morning in retaliatory.
Now, here is the one that shocked them, that our prime minister are going to send 15,000 foot soldiers to Israel. They are so, till now, they have not been able to, handle the shock, because I wondered, how is this man going to get this 15,000? Is that this 15,000? They are scared because they know. They are just imagining, if this man truly have 15,000 soldiers, Nigeria don't go. But the truth is that the Nigeria is already gone because Biafra have more than 100,000 soldiers standing by. Just 50, not be 50, not be 500,000 they call una they peck. Only 15,000. Now listen.
Attacks eliciting reactions from across the world. Biafran agitator Simon Ekpa, in a now viral tweet, declared that the Biafra government is ready to help Israel with 15,000 well-trained ground forces, if need be, and will also offer maximum protection to Israelis in Nigeria within 4 hours of notice. Israel's drone attack was the single largest drone attack ever carried out by any country, and it was the first time Iran directly attacked Israel after almost half a century of being arch enemies. All right, I wanted to play that video of the drone attacks, but yeah, over to you on both stories. I mean, we see the Biafran agitator there saying that he can 15,000. I mean, I don't know where he's going to.
You see, one problem with these people is that they will sit in a conditioned house or studio and they tell you something they read from Twitter, and they tell you something they heard from somebody. Ask them, when the it's Arise Television, yes. When the Arise journalist interviewed our prime minister, I think that should be 2 years ago. Why did they not publish the interview? Better still, instead of sitting here making fool of yourself, making mockery of yourself, why don't you initiate an interview with the Biafra Republic government in exile prime minister? They will not do it because they never intend to tell you the truth. They don't want you to see the side of the truth about anything. They are always interested in making things look as if they were not real. Because they know once they interview you, you will give them, and the world will listen and hear the truth. So they are always, that is why when things happen, they don't go there to make findings. Did you see them go to Kwama? No. The join videos from the ones where people, Biafrans, record the truth for us Biafrans. We share for our WhatsApp group. They go carry and go do video. They go to our prime minister tweet to collect. Our prime minister go they do Twitter broadcast. They go come hide anonymously the listing. Why don't you come out openly and interview him? You cannot come out because all of you be cowards. Cowards that ends up in brown envelopes. Why must you be a journalist that will not do the right thing? Journalists are meant to protect people, to defend people. Do you know that journalism is a way of preaching human rights, preaching salvation and justice for people? But in Nigeria, it's not that way. Nigeria journalism are called the sack journalism that is being manipulated and used for the so-called pot-belly criminal politicians against the oppressed. Look at how they are laughing and making fun of everything. That is why our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said, give them envelope, they will testify the goodness of Satan.
Biafra agitator, they're saying that he can 15,000. I mean, I don't know where he's going to get those from. But in the meantime,
from Finland, he's going to
he's going to pay.
They never believe it's possible. They never believe it. They never believe it. It's just like a mirage to them that this Biafra, how are they going to get 15,000? You think Biafra is a joke? You think Biafra is an organization? You think this Biafra agitator? No, it's beyond that. It's not about agitation. This is government of Biafra Republic. This is government.
And he's going to protect them.
15 from Finland?
From Finland, I believe so. Yeah.
Mobilize them in Nigeria.
He's going to mobilize and get them from there. I mean, this is not a joke, really. But obviously, we can see these people, I mean, agitating for secession and speaking as if they actually control the world. Go ahead.
So a couple of things. I'll make a couple of points. Number one point is, we need to get to a point in this country where we tell ourselves the truth. That all of this agitation for secession, everybody can go mad.
Yeah.
But we must be able to rein people in. So I think the Nigerian government should start looking to the UK authorities to be able to rein this woman in.
Now, they are calling UK authority to bring this woman in. But they are not calling for Nigerian government to bring the terrorists in. Are you getting it? The terrorists in Nigeria, in the name of Fulani headers, in the name of Fulani criminals, in the name of Fulani bandits, are there. They have taken over secondary schools, they have taken over primary schools belonging to government, and they are there boldly occupying it. They are there operating from there. They are there applying the road. Nothing there happened. Your government has not gone to take them down, but your government is good in going to UK to kidnap people. You see, Rufai, you can see the useless, rotten things coming out of the mouth of Rufai. Rufai will come here and beat, boom, 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 boom. He will run inside bush and ask, who is beating? Human beings. The Fulani terrorists in Nigeria, no time have Nigeria army attacked them. They have killed the Nigeria army in numbers. They have neutralized the Nigeria military in numbers. Police, if you say they know they can't police again, they throw away police. Nigeria army have never. Have you seen one picture of any terrorist killed by Nigerian government or Nigerian military? No, they will never do that. The worst thing Nigeria can do is to tell you that they have arrested them. They have finished serving their jail term, and they go. Now you are calling Nigeria to go to UK and arrest this, not even arrest, to go to UK and kidnap this woman for proclaiming or declaring Yoruba nation. Are you getting the message? Some people, when I tell you that people, some human beings are monkeys, you may not really understand the meaning of monkey. Monkey know everything, but monkey don't know how to free himself from slavery. Monkey can free any other person from slavery. Monkey can cook food for you. Have you not seen? Go and watch. Even today, they use and do blogging. Some people they carry monkey, they take them do blogging. Go send that message. Go do this one. But they even wear monkey clothes. But monkey knows how to free himself from slavery. Monkey knows everything. But to free himself from slavery, monkey knows something that one. That is why they will die slave. They die slaves. Their problem now is to go and they kidnap this woman and bring her to them in Nigeria. So that they will sit down and say, hey, we remember when this woman was in UK making noise. Today he is in Nigeria detention. Fools. The only fool they talk of things that are useless.
Because we cannot allow this continue. We might think it's a joke, but it's a joke taken too.
They cannot allow this to continue, but they can allow terrorists to continue. Are you getting it? They cannot allow this to continue. They cannot allow people to continue declaring Yoruba, continue to declare Biafra. They are scared of hearing Yoruba nation declared. They are scared of hearing Biafra declared, but they are not scared of hearing terrorists taking over land. Rufai is not scared of seeing terrorists calling him infidel. Obiobe is not scared of seeing Funani calling her infidel. But they are scared of seeing Yoruba nation emerge, seeing Biafra nation emerge.
Too far. The second point is, I do not know, and that's why people need to be careful when they start movements like this, because they become other splinter groups, and that's exactly what's happening to IPOB today now. So you have seen this group that is different from the Sunday Igboho group, and they are saying, oh, they are going gung-ho, they want to take over, and they have a Yoruba nation. So we should be careful, because all of this just goes on, and it brings up this spiral reaction of destruction. That woman should be picked up for treason. You cannot go out there, disturb public peace and do what you have done. It is not done.
It is not done. You cannot go out there and disturb public peace the way you've done. But terrorists can go there and disturb your life and take your life and cause people. At the beginning of this video, I showed you what terrorists has done. And you heard it directly from the people that the police and the army, Nigerian government are only being sent to give them befitting burial, to give them befitting mass burial. You heard it. I will, before I go, if there is time, I will bring it up again. They do not send army and police to protect the people. But after killing the people, they go send military troops to make sure they get befitting burial, befitting mass burial. Rufai will not see it. Rufai will not talk about it. But Rufai will always come here to fight against the coming of Biafra, to fight against the coming of Funani, against the Yoruba nation, and not Funani. He will never fight against the Funani. Even Jide is far better than he is. Jide is far better than him. cannot tolerate this.
I think Sunday Igboho and Chief Akintoye have said they've got nothing to do with it. I'm a professor.
Yeah, they've disassociated themselves.
Have disassociated themselves.
With the group.
But also, it is incumbent, and going back to the point you made, Dr. Abati, today when we're talking to Chief Body George, it is incumbent to remind them that it is because of their agitation and the things they say that has given fillip to people like this. So they should be careful what they say. They should be careful what they say. And this idea of everybody saying, oh, we want to leave the union because we don't feel content, I think it's a jaded idea we should stop already. We've been doing this since the 60s. Isaac Adakaburu said the same. In fact, he even carried weapon against the state. Enough of all of this. Even the
Are you listening to the useless thing they are saying? Enough of you saying you want to go. Enough of you saying I don't want to belong to this Nigeria again. Because you are wearing suit, green suit under air condition. Because you are being paid. You are not talking of people that went to school. Ask Rufai, how many of his schoolmates that went to school that even came out with better grade than he did are working, have better job today? Most of them have died as Okada riders. Most of them have died as bus conductors. Most of them have died as a prostitutes. Most of them have died as munchers and robbers because you were opportuned. Max, just a moment. Let's listen to the video.
not to have said theirs. They talked about Araba in the 60s. Enough of all of this. It's how we can collectively make this country work. And I'm sure Sunday Igboho now, wherever he is, will now see that we should be careful when we make these agitations. I knew he made those agitations on the basis of what was happening to the Fulani, how some of the people were killing the herdsmen. The herdsmen were killing the farmers in the Oyo area. But please, you can see the effect of this now. Just like when Nnamdi Kanu was saying his, you can see how Splinter Group have taken over. Most importantly, I think the failure of the states too. Yes, we've talked about that. How did the state not know? But I'm sorry. The Nigeria state collectively has constantly abdicated its responsibility. If you're talking about intelligence not knowing this will happen, do you want me to count how many times intelligence has failed in the Northeast as regards knowing when they even kidnap students? Do you want me to count how many times how banditry has become a trade now? Kidnapping has become a trade, but intelligence keeps failing every time. So it is as a result of the collective failure of the country and the security agencies. But when you go back to the Constitution, it talks about in Section 14 of Section 2 that the security of the citizens should be the sole responsibility of the government. I mean, that's why we surrender our sovereignty.
Yeah.
So I think it's an introspective moment. We must be serious. And for the man that says he wants to, I'm not sure I'd like to dignify that with a response as regards.
I'd like your comment on Umar Bago, the Niger State governor. Yes.
So I've heard what everybody has said as regards that, but I don't think we're being fair in the country.
Yeah.
If EFCC is really serious, they should start.
I won't be. You are welcome.
Thank you so much, Mazugo. I've been listening, especially this man that I respect so much, Rofai. But today, I don't know the side of the bed that man woke up from when he was making this statement, making the submission towards the people that say they want to leave Nigeria.
Yeah.
I would like him to go and look at what Libros Oshima said. Is Nigeria working for you? It was the general's, question. Libros Oshima, an erudite lawyer, I think, asked this question when he was giving some kind of, a statement like that. Is Nigeria working for you? Why will you die for a country that does not even know whether you exist? A country where some few people has taken charge of. A country where people do not even know whether they will survive the next day. A country where terrorists are pampered. Perfumes are poured on them. Deodorants were given to them to smell good and smell fresh. People that had caused a lot of mayhem. Several pies, they pied our people. Several people today, because of the, because of the cruel behavior of these people, the cruel attitude of these people, chase so many indigenous people out of their indigenous ancestral lands into IDP camps. In a country you say you are not fighting war, a better country, and you hope you come out here and hit your chest and speak from your heart of hearts that Nigeria is going to work. It is only a fool that will continue to do the same thing over again and continue to expect different results. And that is the case of Nigeria. 1978 Constitution, which was Decree 24, is what they embellished it and brought it into 1999 Constitution and handed it over to you. A military Decree 24. That one was given to you. And you think that you can make Nigeria a better Nigeria with such documents that gave power to a certain group, certain ethnic group in that country, which is the North. No wonder the North will come out today and tell you that they have the numbers because of how they cook their numbers using religion and tradition. And people like this will come out and begin to say, look, you see, Nigeria is biting more than they can chew. You see this woman they've arrested right now? They are going, I do not know why
they have not arrested any woman.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, I think they said they should arrest him. The ones they've arrested.
They are calling for her kidnap because they cannot arrest her from where she is. It's only kidnapping that they can do. So they are calling for her kidnap.
Okay, but the people that went to they've arrested those one, and they say they are going to charge them. And if I listen to one man, what is his name? Is it Bola George or something like that? The former retired soldier, officer of Brigadier General.
Something like that. George.
I listened to that man. It's as if in fact whatever that.
But George.
Whatever that was coming out of that man was very, very nauseous.
I didn't even, he began to talk, under 1 minute, I scrolled.
There was another one again that was speaking, I think, is it in Arise also, or channels, where this guy, what they call him, Michael Omire? Mike Omire, and one other Yoruba guy, and the one Honorable something Odo. There were 3 of them on that panel with the moderator talking today. When you listen to the one that's so-called Middle Belt or Midwestern state, you know that most of those people, they sanction, majority of them, they sanction the evil that is going on in Nigeria today. Why the man from the West and the man from the East were talking about the evil, the man from the Midwestern state or Middle Belt was talking in a different tone. And when I look at people like this, even ordinary discussion, you people cannot even agree on one thing. You are a secular state for God's sake, but you have Sharia law in 12 northern states in parallel with the secular law. You see these people, and you want to tell me that this, are you people, what kind of brain like Mazen Namde, what kind of individual, what kind of people are Nigerians? No wonder he called them zoo. And it is always animals that will occupy the zoo. And remember that an animal can be tamed, and that animal will behave responsibly.
Not animal. Not please. It's not, sorry. It's not animal from Info Forest. Nigeria is Info Forest. And that's possible. So you try to allow him.
Okay. Let me just round up. You see, these are some of the things we are talking about. They should allow everybody to go. Look, they will make monster out of these people. And that is what is going to deal with this country. That's zoo. When you are making monsters out of something that you can call people and dialogue. Okay, we want to live as one people. How do we do it? People will say how they are going to live. But in a situation where a particular ethnic group, especially from the north, will be nursing or have this kind of domineering attitude, then we cannot agree to such society. And we must do everything. That is the reason why. Anytime I come out here, glory be to God that my Namoche Erasmus is here. I always call for the unity of South, South, and Southeast. South, South, and Southeast. If you people will unite and speak in one accord, you will change that zoo. After all, what makes Nigeria what it is today comes from that region. It comes from you. You hold the place. You hold everything. You hold what makes Nigeria what it is. And we cannot be eating crumbs. Children, princes and princesses are eating crumbs, sleeping outside, whereas the other people are taking over everything. We cannot continue like this. May Chukwu Okike Abiyabadeva allow this thing to foster. Thank you so much, and may God bless you, Mazuka. Mazi Erasmus, welcome, sir.
Thank you so
much.
Thank you,
Maswa. Thank you, Maswa. Can you hear me?
Yeah, very well. We can hear you.
Yeah, thank you very much. You see, let me go back a little. You see, now is becoming very, very clear to me. Do you know that the Onitiri Abiola was second in command to Professor Akintoye? Did you know that?
Correctly, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yes, sir.
So,
yeah.
at a point close to that election, I remember that they were fighting. The woman broke up from Professor Akintoye group. He now broke up. So then, what the woman was saying was like, these people are not serious of getting Yoruba nation. But then I was thinking that no, maybe this woman, because then the Koiki was on this woman. They were making video caricature of this woman. They will turn her to, Koiki will turn her to like a cartoon. They will put this thing, turn her to devil with one on her head. And I was like wondering, I said, what did this woman really do? But now it's becoming very, very clear. This woman is actually the person that's interested in Yoruba nation. That is very, very clear now. So obviously, when she discovered that Akintoye was working for Tinubu, Akintoye was not interested in Yoruba nation. He was doing it for Tinubu to be president. You remember when he came to Biafra, this thing, when we invited him? Do you remember the statement that he made? He was talking about anybody who is talking about disrupting the swearing in of Tinubu. You understand? That was what he was talking. And then I knew that this man was actually working for Tinubu. He was never for Yoruba nation. This woman is the real person who was actually working for Yoruba nation. And she had to break off from Akintoye when he discovered that Akintoye was just using Yoruba nation to support Tinubu. And that was why they started fighting her. But the only concern I have is that she does not have the capacity right now. She does not have nothing on ground, She does not have the capacity. And the publicity is not there, and they are subduing her. They are making her look as if she's the one that is like, that is doing the, that is sabotaging Yoruba Nation. Meanwhile, she is actually the one that is fighting for Yoruba Nation. I just wanted to get that clear. Now, you see, Rufai, I don't want to even when event plays out, I will watch Rufai come back to this Arise TV, and I will watch him speak then. Then when he speak that time, then I will now dig this video and do comparison with what he said now and what he will say that time. Because right now, everybody's underrating. All these people think that this agitation is child's play. You understand? It's just for play. So even Rufai thought it was play. Now he's seeing reality and he still thinks it's play. I can't wait for the redeclaration of Biafra. Because when that happens, these people will know that this thing is not play. They still think it's play. If you listen to what Rufai was saying, you will believe that Rufai thinks it's still a play. It's a joking matter. And even Oma Ogbea, what they call her, she still thinks it's a joking matter. When Biafra is redeclared, then they will know that it's not joking matter. If they want to live with the Fulanis, I watched a video where a Fulani man was saying he will still come to Biafra, even though this thing. And I was like, nobody is telling you not to come to Biafra. We are not driving you from Biafra. We are not driving anybody from Biafra. When you come to Biafra, you will not live under the dictates, under the law of the sovereign state of Biafra. So when you misbehave, then we will throw you across the window, across the distance. We'll throw you across. You're not going to spend one night for Biafra when you misbehave. That is the difference. That's going to be the difference. Nobody is saying that Biafra is not going to be Biafra. When you want to be Biafra, you will follow the rules and regulation of Biafra. You come to the city, you rent your house. We will have your address, your fingerprint, your biometrics will be taken. We will know where you live. We will have every details about you. You understand? When any crime is committed, we will know who committed the crime. Nobody is saying Fulani will not live in Biafra. Nobody. Our Prime Minister has never said that Fulani will not live in Biafra. But you will live under the dictates and under the constitution of the sovereign state of Biafra. That is what we are saying. As regarding the southeast, the collaboration and the cooperation will really be the best for us to get what we want. But the little challenge we are having, especially in our region, the south, is a lot of south region, they are lazy. I will say that they are lazy. So they want quick money. So that's why they can easily take bribe, something that belongs to you, crude oil that belongs to you. They will not give you peanuts on the crude oil that belongs to you. Then you now start guiding pipeline for people that don't even know where the crude oil is coming from. They will be in Abuja, they will be in this thing. You'll be guiding pipeline for them. Because of that quick money. They just want quick money, selfishness. That's the problem. But I believe as time goes on, we are going to surpass it. And we are going to come together. And when a lot of people, one thing I know is that when I've always said this, when the green lights, when people see the green lights, you see what Rufai is still saying. Because Rufai has not seen the green lights, he thinks he's still a child's play. When people see the green lights, when the Biafra is declared, and they see the eviction of all the Nigerian institutions in Biafra land going on, then you will see these people will come and say, okay, let's really do it. And I think that's where we are going. And that's why I say all these people that are not yet supporting, they will support. By fire, by force, they will join. Because they will have no choice. Thank you very much. I'm still here.
Yeah, thank you so much. Actually, the woman Onitire Abiola, if you remember, I think last year, that was last year or last 2 years, there was a time the Yoruba people occupied airport, Lagos airport. They blocked the road for, I think, 2 days or something like that. They said the student rally. She was actually the person behind the thing. Actually, she was doing well, but the problem she had, like you said, is that they have blackmailed her because
Yes.
she was
Yes.
behind the Olatu. What is her name? The man, I forgot the man she was working with before. She was behind, and they were seeing her as
Akintoye. Yes,
Akintoye.
Akintoye. Yes,
Yeah.
he was second in command to Akintoye.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe when she discovered that Akintoye was not really fighting for Yoruba nation, that was when she pulled out. She resigned.
Yeah.
Then they started fighting. You see, just like DOS is fighting Samefa, was fighting Samefa. That's exactly how Professor Akintoye has been fighting this lady. That's exactly how they have been fighting her.
Now, it's not even that they are fighting, they have come openly. People that claim they are looking for Yoruba nation. Now they are saying to government, we don't know these people. We have nothing in connection with these people. Make sure you get them. Make sure you arrest them. Make sure you punish them. Make sure you do not allow any one of them to escape. The same people that are looking for Yoruba nation. Have you seen it? That is
they are not looking for Yoruba nation. It was all politics.
At all.
The same thing they did during Abiola, June 12. That's exactly what they did. They just used the agitator to pretend as if they want Yoruba nation. Then they now use it to push the agenda of this. Remember, early in the campaign season, that time that Professor Akintoye went to Benin Republic, he was not saying Benin Republic. He said they attempted to take him out. So he now relocated to Benin Republic. There was news, there was a leak this that came out that said people close to Tinubu strong men, they went to visit Professor Akintoye in Benin Republic.
Not once, not twice.
So they was denying it. Oh no, he was not working with this thing. And people said no, he's working for Tinubu. But then, honestly, I won't lie to you. I was one of the people that really believed that this man was working for Yoruba nation. Because when I looked at him, I looked at his credentials. He was 80-something years old. This is a man that worked with Awolowo. He has seen it all. He was former senator in Nigeria. He worked as a professor in Temple University, Pennsylvania, in America. He has been there for so many years. He has the money. So, and I listened to him when he explained in details that before he started Yoruba Nation, that he didn't just start Yoruba Nation for starting sake, that he has gone into the forest, that he has met with this Bororo Fulani, he has discussed with all of them, that they have explained to him that the reason why they are doing what they are doing, that the reason is nothing else, it's just Islamization of Nigeria. This man explained everything in details. Because they were asking him, they like, is there any other thing? Can't we do restructuring? He just said, no, that restructuring will not work. Because the purpose is Islamizing Nigeria. That he has discussed with them one-on-one. He had a conversation with them. He even talked about being on delegation that went to Middle Belt when the attack was going on. That he went there. He explained in details. I said, I don't want to categorize Yoruba people as all of them are the same issue. Because I used to say categorize people together. But this man, honestly, I swear, this man disappointed me. For a man of his capacity, of his caliber, 80-something years old, what do you still want? How much do you still want? What should be talking about now is living good precedents for your own generation to live a good life, knowing everything that you know, everything that this man has explained in details. He explained in details. He said restructuring cannot do it. From all the interviews that he has done, that he has gone into the forest himself, he said it's first-hand information. That is not second-hand. That those Fulanis that came, they explained to him. I've listened to this man on multiple occasions. For this man to disappoint some people for just money, 80-something years old man, what does he need? I say he's the biggest disappointment I've ever seen in this struggle. Not even in Biafra. I am telling you, that man, Akintoye, is the biggest disappointment. Biggest disappointment. 80-something years old man. 80-something years old man. Go back and listen to what the videos now. The man explained everything. How he met these people in forest, the Fulani, the top Fulani. They told him the reason why they are doing what they are doing. They told him that they are not going to store. They told him that they were brought in to take over Nigeria, to Islamize Nigeria. And he said, for the structure that we don't work. This same man worked to install Tinubu into power. 80-something years old man. Honestly.
You see, there are things that when you see, sometimes you will be speechless. Look at what Rufai of all people are saying. That they are taking these people for a joke. Government must do something now to stop them from talking. We are looking, we just look at them and leave them, they are growing. All this. Rufai failed to understand that this is no longer that agitation and that group, peer group or political group, or some people like you can use Akintoye today. No. We are no longer an association. We are now a nation. That Simon Ekpa you used to call an agitator is now Prime Minister of Biafra nation. But they know the greed. They know the one here. Just imagine. Their anger is why that Nigeria should go and meet UK to get that woman back in Nigeria. Listen, until I am just praying that Biafra should be redeclared. Let this Biafra. They are still wondering, how is it that Simon Ekpa is going to get 15,000 people to send to UK, to send to Israel? Where is he going to get it from? Their problem is that they are just like, if this happened, we are gone. If this is true, we are gone. Because they are now shocked at that statement. They are all shocked. And they never believed that something like this would ever come up. And he said, where is he going to get 15,000 men from? Is he going to get them from Finland? This is the kind of things that they can never sit down to discuss. You cannot even invite Simon Ekpa. Come, Simon Ekpa, criminal, come. We want to interview you. How are you going to get this 15,000 men?
Ugo. Very soon, very soon, I'm telling you, mark it down. Very soon, people like Rufai, people like Arise TV will not be competent enough for Prime Minister to honor their invitation. I am telling you.
I believe you.
Very soon, people like Rufai will not be competent enough. Any news channel in Nigeria will not be competent enough to interview Sam Ekpa.
I believe you. Have you forgotten?
They will beg for interview. They will not see interview.
Have you forgotten that 2 years ago they interviewed our PM and they refused to air it? Have you forgotten?
I know they used part of the clip. I saw it. So they used part of the clip in in that broadcast. That clip they were showing was the interview they did, because I remember Prime Minister played his own recording. So that clip they were using when they were talking about, he said he will use 50,000, was a clip from the interview that they refused to air. They will beg for interview, you will not even give the interview. Then it will be CNN, AP, all those Al Jazeera. Then Nigerian news media will have to pay Al Jazeera to get clips from those interviews to air. I am telling you. And if I'm Prime Minister at that time, I will not honor any of their invitations.
Why would you want to honor their invitation? What are they? Because when you say after they interviewed you, they will edit and they remove the parts they don't like and they add the part they like.
Yeah.
So why would you want to honor?
Yeah, the same thing they did to Ejimako interview and those the Kano lawyers.
Exactly. So there's no point of going to them. Let them keep lying. As Mazana and Carlos said, give them envelope, they will testify the goodness of Satan. They are not going to change, because once they change, that they are even scared. I've forgotten the news. Is it I think AIT or something like that was talking about this northern terrorists, and he said he mistakenly addressed the terrorists as bandits, and the other person with him got shot and looked at me. He said, is he not a bandit? Anybody that went to prison is a bandit. I said, so you are even scared of calling them bandits? Their Christmas name, bandit. You cannot, if you mistakenly call them terrorists, what thing will happen to you? What thing go do you? Our people, Nigeria don't know what is coming. If they know what is coming, they will know that. Listen, like the videos we watched before, Jide of TVC was telling us that the terrorists in the north, I think in Katsina also, they have taken some government secondary schools and they turned these secondary schools into their terrorist barracks. And these secondary schools are government secondary school, not hidden. They are there in the open, and they are there by day. They go out and rest.
Our Air Force does not have the GPS coordinates of those schools, Abi? Is that what you are going to tell me?
Is even saying that they don't need they don't need the GPS. They don't need the plane.
Yeah, I can hear you, Maswell.
Yeah, see, let me tell you what is. In fact, we should know about all these things. They are using what we call diversionary tactics. Do you know that all the political elites, the religious elite, except, especially Islam, all the governors, they are in support of these people, but they are neither, one leg is in, the other leg is out. So they are all involved, directly involved in this thing that is going on. If they are not directly involved, my people, tell me the rationale behind a situation where you have a governor, an elected governor, if at all they do elect them, presiding over the affairs of the state, and terrorists are running riot, converting government schools into their own makeshift barracks, and there is nothing. You can't hear them. You can never hear them speak. But when it comes to our own people, they are the people that will come out first, just like this Akintola, just like Willie Obiano, and the rest of them. Hopeless Uzodinketa. These are the people that they are using. Why they protect and shield their own? Our own people are pushing us to them to go, pushing us into the slaughter slab to be killed by these people. That is exactly what is going on. And that was what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu saw. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said, no, I cannot rely on these people. And he began. Our people, our land must be protected. If not, if you rely on these people, we are all gone. We'll be gone. And that is the reason why they are finding it that so they made it point, let's say something that is necessary, no matter where this man is, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, get it for us. They paid money for it. And the Judases and Carrots collected those monies and sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. I'm telling you, this is what is going on. All of them in the north, every one of them in the north, the activities of these people, these terrorists, call them bandit, whatever, harmful and harassment, they are all professional and international terrorists. They are doing their biddings. That is the reason why you cannot see these people attack them the way they are attacking us. The old people that have stayed in the house. Where did she go to deliver senior teta? Like Akintoye. The time when Mazen Namde Kano, Samuel Ekpa, the prime minister, and these people made this, I was very, very jittery about it because I knew they were using, most of them, apart from this woman now, all of them were using this thing to get their own part of the cake, and this, which is the presidency. And when Bola Ahmed Tinubu was telling you Emiloko, was he playing? Was he playing? He had his ground. He had his ground.
It was well planned, well coordinated.
I'm telling you,
Well
he said it. He said it whether is to or not to supported him or something like that. That he is going to be the president of that. He didn't say it. And people who are selling our political elites in the southeast were saying that is a big slap to the face of the southeast. Big slap when you have this. Yeah,
Igboho was just used. Igboho, because Igboho is not educated. So Akintoye used Igboho.
He's a professor. He is a professor.
Yeah,
you know how to manipulate.
Igboho have no say because Akintoye
he used
Igboho,
him.
so Igboho don't have choice.
Why will our elders refuse to do what their counterparts are doing in the north? Do you want to? Recently, they celebrated their Salah. Go and see them. Do you want to tell me that reconnaissance or surveillance plane, the drones, cannot find where these people park in thousands?
Maso, you are
But if it is in the southeast and south, they know how to go and get them fast.
They kidnap hundreds of
what kind of nonsense is this?
And they walk for days in the forest. You did not go and catch them. Now, when they go inside forest, and I mean one call you, when you don't need to use drone, all you need to do, carry your arms. They trek. These people trek for days in the forest. When they take these children from the schools, you did not go after them. I would like us to listen to this video. You will hear what these people are saying.
Let me. I have an assignment that I want to do now. Probably I will join you if you did not end up. I will join you later, my people.
Okay. Let's just
take care. And
the remains of 18 farmers, including 82-year-old twin brothers, killed by suspected herdsmen on the 7th of March in Guia East Council of Benue State, have been removed for mass burial under tight security. The final journey to Wandu Mbaikio community was rough as the truck conveying the remains got stuck. But with efforts from local youths, the truck safely arrived with mourners weeping. One of the widows, whose husband, late Warrant Officer Julius Agbata, was killed, narrates their final moments.
My husband told me that I should run so that I enter inside house as I come outside. He said, make I run. So as I dey run, he tell me, say, make I go. As I dey go, we run inside bush. Go, how many miles? I reach about 3 miles with a leg.
The President General of Massive Development Association and the member of the Benue State Assembly laments the failure of governments to protect the citizens.
Despite this madness, despite these horrific killings, I will still advise my people, the Massive Nation, to remain law-abiding. They should never take the law in their own hands.
Headers are embedded in our land. Our problem is that anytime they attack, the government will come later to give the befitting burial. We should not be proud to bury our people. We should be proud to do what? Protect the people. The primary responsibility of government is protection of lives and property.
So you see what I'm saying? They sent troops of military to give them security, to make sure they are buried in the mass grave. Not to protect the people, but to protect the dead bodies.
Ugo, let me tell you something. Do you know that somewhere in Delta States, I'm not even talking about in the north, in Delta States, somewhere in Delta States, Fulani herdsmen killed some villagers. They bite some villagers in the bush. When they bite the villagers, They prevented the villagers from retrieving the corpses of their people. The police now were now appealing to the Fulani herdsmen to recover the corpse of the villagers that they killed. I think there were 8 villagers. I still remember. To retrieve the corpse. I don't know who did this to us, honestly. And it's the same data state we say we have militants. We have this one. We have this one. You know, in data states. In data states. They took over that forest. The villagers could not go to farm any longer. They could not even retrieve their loved ones. God. So, well, I thank God for Biafra Republic government. These people, whether they like it or not, at the end of the day, the news media, by they said they would beg. You could see on that news, you see that for the first time, Arise TV called it Biafra Republic government in Nesa. Go and check the subtitle, the description. Is there BRGIE? Yeah, they have been forced to do that.
Gradually,
they have been forced. Yes, they'll be forced to do that.
You know, initially, they don't want to talk about Biafra. They don't want to talk about IPB. They only talk about Emma Powerless. But today, they are no longer talking about Emma Powerless. They ignored us and they were focusing on Emma Powerful said, Emma Power. But today,
yes. You see why they can't talk about Emma Powerful now? The eye has been cut off. The eye has been cut off because for them, they too know. Like, if they are talking about Emma Powerful, what's the connection? Because now they see that Mazen Kanu has cut off the connection between TOS and him. So automatically, anybody who has brain should know that TOS is not with Mazen. They are working on their own now. They are not part of MK at all. So even the news media, they know. It's only Sarah reporters that I believe they have strong tie with Sarah reporters. They still do, we show worry, they should do this thing. But the news media, they know because there is no connection. Because who gives them information now? If Mazuna the count that you guys say is your leader, completely has you are longer here with his brother. Obviously, you don't talk to his brother. The legal team, the entire legal team. Now let's start with the legal team. This Ejimako, you guys are 100% against him. He's not with you guys. What's it? Una Emeka. Una Emeka gave a memo by Una the Kanu himself that these people disobeyed. You remember?
Yeah. Yes.
Do you remember?
Yes.
Ugo? That memo was sent from Una Emeka chambers that DOS disobeyed completely. So just check the legal team. So it means automatically anybody, that's why I said anybody who is still with DOS right now, it's not as if he does not know. It's just that the person is a criminal. He wants to remain a criminal. Because clearly, if anybody who has even half brain will know that Mazuna the Kanu is not working with DOS again. Completely. It's very simple.
Hi. It is well, Erasmus. I think I have to shut down so that I can go get some rest for tomorrow is another day. So I don't know if you want to say anything in your last submission before we go today.
I want to just say is Rufai and the rest of them should wait till December 2nd. And I hope to Rufai, if you are listening, I hope to listen to you again after December 2nd.
Exactly.
And I want to see what you are going to say after December 2nd.
Wow. Thank you so much, Erasmus. I appreciate your presence so much. Thank you for coming around. And the Biafrans, all we need to do is to walk and walk and walk. Don't stop. Continue whatever you are doing. If you are among those that are working against the coming of Biafra, continue to work against the coming of Biafra. If you are among those that are working for Biafra to come, continue to work for Biafra to come. Anyone you are doing, continue doing it. Anyone you are doing, continue doing it. But all I know and all I want you to know is that Biafra will come. And as for those that are still arguing, saying what, saying that, wait until December 2nd, when Biafra will be declared. And we know what you will do. Whether you all are going to come out to tell short Simon Ebamata, say, don't declare Biafra, don't declare Biafra, shut. We will find out. We will find out. Bishop of the Most High, you should change your name and put Bishop of the Most High, not this Kinsilo Dumeku. Put Bishop of the Most High. You will be there. By the grace of God, we are all going to be there. So, Biafrans, I greet all of you once again this wonderful evening. And I must say thank you for being part of this program. Anywhere you come from, anywhere you join from, thank you so much for being part of the program. And good night from here.
People who out of cowardice and self-hate think that Nigeria somehow can be won. But all of you know that Nigeria is an Islamic country. I'm sure you're aware of that. All of you also understand the intentions of the Fulani. Oh, if you want the presidency, you have to work for it. Tinubu, you must work for it. How is Tinubu working for it? You must condemn anybody who comes out to speak against our people in your forest. That is what they are doing. People who out of cowardice and self-hate think that Nigeria somehow can be won. But all of you know that Nigeria is an Islamic country. I'm sure you're aware of that. All of you also understand the intentions of the Fulani. Oh, if
Nandi win the war. Python dance one, Python dance two. Now Python dance the three. Unapoli made Nandi win the war. Python dance one, Python dance two. Now Python dance the three. Unapoli made Nandi win the war. Python dance one, Python dance two. Now Python dance the three.